ignore how bad I looked right now, but hello, my beautiful stars. So basically, we have the 4-day marathon going on, where basically I explain 4 songs off of my EP Christmas Time the 2nd. And today we start with the first song, which is A Letter for Santa. Now, personally, not one of my favorites lyrically. It's decent, but it was a little harder to decipher for me because it kind of has 2 different meanings to me. But not going in it with my vision, you wouldn't know the other meaning. So that's why I think this is really special to be doing, because you're not seeing it from only your point of view, you're getting it from another perspective, literally the writer's perspective, which is like how it's supposed to be seen. And that's what a lot of, like, I hate to say this, but a lot of artists don't do that, and it kind of makes it hard, because then you're like, I don't even know if this is what it means. Like, it's just what it is. Okay, so we go to the first lyric, which is, I wish I could be in your arms, feel the warmth of your hugs. And that is basically saying that, like, you still want to be with someone that you can't be with anymore. You still want to be in their arms, and you want to feel the warmth in their hugs, like, but you can't. And that's why it's a want statement. Why do I didn't notice I had a scar there. I swear to God, I had another scar somewhere. Maybe that's the same one. It's starting to heal finally after like 2 years. And then feel the strength in your touch. Now, this is a little bit of a touchy subject, but you get the point. I'm not gonna. But I can't, and that hurts, but truth hurts. So that represents you exiting this denial stage of grief. Because when you're in denial, and like the stages of grief, like when you're in denial, you discard all the truth to make you feel better about what really happened, And so basically, yeah, and when you're exiting that, you're like realizing, but I can't, and that hurts, but the truth hurts, I guess, And then it goes, in my letter to Santa, I want to be loved, and that's yearning for love. I want someone to hug, true love. I want to be loved. And that's kind of just saying that, like, I don't want that, like, oh, buy me this, buy me that, and I love you. No, it's that wanting to have that real, authentic kind, like, not the not the fake crap, I don't know why I just did that, but it's actually. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point, bro. Anyways, we have, I wasn't, we already just went over that. I wish I could be right here. Wait, I wish you could be right here. I wish you would just appear, but you won't. I know you won't. So this is a little bit deeper, but it's realizing that you will never truly be worthy enough of someone that good, but still wishing for it. You're still wishing for that person to just appear right here and be there because you need them, but you know mentally that they won't. And that's why you're wishing for it. That's why it's not, I'm glad you're here. That's why it's wishing. I'm haunted by a ghost. I told them to leave me alone. So having that last thought that you won't be worthy enough of love, of someone that good, but still wishing for it, having that thought and that it won't go away. Basically saying that, like, the ghost that is haunting you is that thought, and that you told it to leave you alone, but yet it still won't, But it had some news about you, more about the feel the strength in your touch part. And in a letter to Santa, I wish you well. And in a letter to Santa, I say I want to be loved too. Still yearning for that type of love. And then in my dreams, I'm in your arms, feel the warmth, feel the strength of your touch. It was too much, we broke up. So that is like being too different from each other. And so basically, it's like, you know how it says like opposites attract? Well, it's like I imagine this character actually like believing that, and when they get into this, they realize opposites may attract sometimes, but they're opposites at the end of the day, and because they're complete opposites, you'll never really be able to connect to them in that type of way in anything, because you're complete opposites. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like a person who loves Christmas and hates Halloween, and a person who loves Halloween and hates Christmas, they'll never have that thing in common. And they're just complete opposites, and they'll never find peace and harmony within that because they're opposites, you know? And sometimes that's just how the way it works, you know? I don't know how to explain that any better. I think that was a good enough example. Send my letter to Santa. I hope I find someone better, someone who holds me close and never lets go. So hoping the next person will be better. And it's pretty self-explanatory, you know. But anyways, that's all for today, folks. That's all for today. That's all I really got.